Good morning. Here I am continuing basic electrical engineering, and here I am discussing about the first unit of basic electrical engineering. Okay. So in our last class I was talking about superposition theorem. Okay, there I have discussed about the statement of the superposition theorem. Okay, I told you the statement there. Then I explained how we are solving the networks by the help of superposition theorem step by step. Then after that I have done some numericals for your better understanding. Okay, now in this class I want to talk about star delta transformation. Okay, this is also a method, okay, by which we are able to solve the networks when the network is very critical, okay, or which is not solved very easily by Kirchhoff's current law or voltage law. Okay, then we can apply there star delta transformation method for the simplification of the network. Okay, so now coming to discuss it very briefly. Okay, so here in this lecturer in this class I want to discuss about these things uh, in our star delta transformation method. Okay, so first we have to talk about what is star delta transformation, then equivalence circuit of that, then star to delta, then delta to star. Okay, then we'll discuss some problems on that, and we can note or we can note some points on star delta transformation then. Okay, after learning the details of star delta transformation, okay, then we can note some important point what you have learned. Okay, so you can note on that. Okay, so these things we have to discuss in this class. Now I think in our previous classes, okay, we have covered Kirchhoff's laws. Okay, there you have or you are able to learn how to solve the simple series, parallel, or bridge type resistive networks. Okay, by applying Kirchhoff's laws, and you are on those circuits you are doing mesh current analysis or nodal voltage analysis techniques. Okay, okay, and you are solving the questions, you are solving the networks, okay, for the unknown quantities. Okay, so by the help of mesh current analysis method or nodal voltage analysis method, you are able to solve the unknown quantities, okay, from the networks. Okay, so it was very easy, or it was possible when the circuits are simple. Okay, and there we are applying Kirchhoff's circuit laws. But when we are talking about our like three-phase circuit, okay, when we are talking about a balanced three-phase circuit, okay, there we can't use Kirchhoff's circuit laws, because if we will apply those Kirchhoff's circuit laws there, then it will be very difficult to solve the unknown quantities. So for that, okay, when we are talking about balanced three-phase circuit, we can use their different mathematical techniques, okay, to simplify or analyze the circuit, and thereby to reduce the amount of maths involved in which, okay, uh, it should not be very critical then. Okay, so that means we can apply some method by which you can reduce the maths. Okay, so for that, when we are talking about a standard three-phase circuit or network, okay, to take the major form of with names that represent the way in which the resistances are connected. Okay, so that may be a star connected network, or it may be a delta connected network. Okay, so star connected network is when it is star connected network, 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 I am telling here, this is our star connected network. So this star connected network has the symbol, okay, that is our letter Y. Okay, for this connection the symbol is Y, and when it is, I am telling, delta connected, so this is nothing but this is our delta connection. Okay, so this is delta connected network, and this network has the symbol like a triangle or delta. Okay, the symbol of is symbol of delta connected. Symbol is what? That is a triangle, or that means that is in what I can tell, that is delta. Okay, so that means when we are talking about our standard three-phase circuit, here we are trying to understand the circuit in a form of star or delta connection. Okay, and when it is star, we are denoting, or we are symbolizing the connection as the Y, and when it is delta, we are symbolizing that connection as triangle or delta. So if a three-phase three-wire supply or even a three-phase load is connected in one type of configuration, so it can be easily transformed or changed it into an equivalent configuration of the other type by using the star delta transformation or delta star transformation. Getting? So when it is star form, we are able to convert it or transform it into delta form. Also, when it is delta, okay, then also it is possible to from delta to star transformation, it is also possible. Okay, so when we are talking about our connection now, so if a resistive network which is consisting of three impedances, okay, or resistances, can be connected together to form a star connection, that is here see, here we have taken three resistance, or you can tell here three impedances you have to take, and you have to connect it like this. Okay, so then this type of connection will be star connection. Okay, and see, when it is we are talking about delta, then also there also we have to take three resistances, or that is our impedance, three impedances you can tell. Okay, then you can connect that those three resistances or impedances in this form. Okay, in this form, like this you have to connect it. Okay, then this connection will be you can tell that this is a delta connection. Okay, now what I am telling is, if you are able to connect understand the delta connection and star connection, okay, how you are getting the delta circuit or how you are getting the star connected circuit, okay, then it is possible here that you can transform the star into equivalent delta circuit, and also you can convert a delta into an equivalent star circuit using the transformation process. Okay, and this process allows us to produce a mathematical relationship between the various resistors, which giving us a star delta transformation as well as a delta star transformation. Okay, and these circuits transformations allow us to change the three connected resistances or impedances by their equivalent measured between the terminals. Maybe terminal, if in this circuit, it may be the terminal between A and C, or it may be the terminal between A and B. Okay, because these are the terminals when we are connecting the circuit. Okay, or when we are making the star connection or delta connection. Clear? So which are the terminals? So this is our terminal A for star connection, this is our terminal A, C and B, and here when I am talking about our delta connection, this is our terminal A, these are terminal C and B. Okay, so that means when we are talking about the transformations, okay, that is from star to delta transformation process or delta to star transformation process, then this circuit, that is transformations, allows us to change the three connected resistances here as per the figure you can see, or you can tell here also you can take some impedances for three impedances, and you can make the star connection or delta connection. So their equivalent can be measured between the terminals, that is A and C, or A and B, or what, B and C. Okay, for either star or delta connection. Here you can tell that is A and C or A and B, okay, or B and C. Similarly here you can tell A and C, A and B and C, okay. And here the resulting network are only equivalent for voltages and currents external to the star or delta networks, and as internally here the voltage and the current are different, but each network will consume the same amount of power and have the same power factor to each other. Now if I am coming to if I am coming to this slide, we are talking about the equivalence of it, okay. So already I told you the equivalence measurement, that means when you are calculating the equivalent, okay, or when we are following the transformation process, okay, obviously we are talking about the resistances, three resistances or impedance which are connected, okay, and by their equivalent that are the equivalent measured between the terminals will be 1, the terminals may be 1 and 2, or the terminal may be A and B, or B and C, or A and C, whether it is for star connection or delta connection. The same thing I have written here, that is equivalence can be found on the basis that is the resistance between any pair of terminals in the two circuits have to be the same, so when the third terminal is left open, okay. So now I am considering here delta connection for the transformation method. Now I am proceeding towards transformation, okay. So first I am considering delta or mesh section, okay. So this is our delta or mesh section, clear. So I have considered this delta or mesh section. So see here what I am telling. So when I have to consider it for the equivalence, then I have to, if I will consider one pair of the terminal, then we have to observe our third terminal as open, okay. So here what I am telling, consider this figure now, consider this figure, okay. So this is our delta or mesh connection. So this connection is having that is our terminal A, this is our terminal A, this is our terminal A, this is our terminal C, and this is our terminal P, okay. And this is our resistance R2, this is our resistance R3, and this is our resistance R1, okay. So three resistances are connected here, okay, and the connection is delta, okay. Now according to the equivalence formulation, okay, or according to the equivalence process, okay, what is the thing you have to do? Suppose we are talking about the between A and C, okay. So now I am considering A and C here, okay. So when I am considering A and C, okay, the terminal C and C, what is happening there, okay, we can observe, because we have to observe our B as open there, B is open here, B is open circuit, okay. What I am telling, when I will consider A and C terminal, then I will observe at the same time B is open, okay. So for that when we are analyzing now, so that means when A and C or we are considering between A and C, okay, there are two parallel paths here now, because B is open. So one parallel path is R2, okay, one parallel path which is having resistance R2, and the next parallel path which is having resistance R3 plus R1, or R1 plus R3, clear, because this will be open. So what will happen? This will be open circuited, this will be open circuited. So if this will be open circuited, what will happen? So the parallel path between A and C will be what? This is a parallel path, and this is also a parallel path. So one parallel path is offering resistance R2, and the other is offering a resistance R1 plus R3, and one is offering R2. So hence the resistance between the terminals A and C will be what? Okay, because this resistance or these two terminals are offering two parallel paths. So the resistance, equivalent resistance, the same way you can calculate the equivalent resistance. So the equivalent resistance now will be what? That is our, if we are calculating the equivalent resistance, equivalent resistance between A and C. What can I write? Because one is R2 and the next paralleling path, the resistance is R1 plus R3. So when we are calculating the R equivalent, then R between RAC, R equivalent or between terminal A and C. So I can write that is R2 whole into R1 plus R3 divided by R2 plus R1 plus R3. Okay, clear? Can I write this or not? So similarly, if I consider our star connection now, previously I have considered delta connection. So in that delta connection, when we have tried the calculation for equivalent resistance, there when we are trying to calculate the resistance between two terminals, then the third terminal we kept open, and accordingly we have calculated the equivalent resistances. Okay, there we got two parallel lines for the calculation of, or two parallel paths for the calculation of equivalent resistance. Now our aim is what? We have to understand how to calculate the equivalent resistance between star or how to calculate the equivalent resistance, okay, when it is star connected. Okay, so now I have considered a star connection system. So here the three resistances are connected as star, or you can tell here three resistances or three impedance you can take here. So this is our RA resistance, this is RC, and this is RB. RA, RB and RC, these are connected as star. Okay, and now the terminals of this connection is A, B, A, C and B. Okay, so now like in our previous calculation we have considered for delta, you can consider here the same terminal, that is A and C, for star connection for the calculation of the equivalent resistance. Okay, so now when I am considering the terminals A and C, okay, when I am considering the terminals A and C, and for that I am calculating the equivalent resistance, then what is the thing we have to do? We have to keep open circuited. Okay, we have to keep open circuited terminal B at the time when you are calculating the equivalent resistance or equivalent resistance between terminal A and C. Okay, so that means what will be the equivalent resistance now? Because RB will be, because B is open, so when we will consider the equivalent resistance between A and C, when we will consider the resistance between A and C, that will be RA plus RC. So now when it is star connection, so RAC will be what? That is RA plus RC. Clear? So since the terminal resistance have to be the same, so we must have what? RA plus RC is equal to, because what is the thing I am telling here? The terminal resistance have to be same. Okay, so we can write, if you are considering delta connection and star connection, because when we have considered delta connection, for that when we have calculated RAC, we find out that the equivalent resistance is this for delta connection, which is R2 whole into R1 plus R3 divided by R2 plus R1 plus R3. And when we have considered our star connection, we found that the equivalent resistance between RAC will be, or equivalent resistance between terminal A and C will be, that is RA plus RC. Clear? So for that we can equate these two things now, or we can equate these two values now. So I can write, okay, for terminal A and C, I can write from star connection, this is RA plus RC, which is equal to R2 whole into R1 plus R3 divided by R2 plus R1 plus R3. Similarly, for terminals A and B, we can find out the same equivalent value, or you can find out, or you can equate, or you can find out the equivalent values for star connection and delta connection, then we can equate them. Similarly, we can find out the terminal, or you can take the terminals B and C, and for them also we can find out the equivalent resistance for the star connection and for the delta connection. Okay, so now we can write as per the terminals A and B. So if I am considering A and B as per our as per the calculation, terminals A and C, here also we can consider terminal A and B, and for the terminal A and B you can write that is RA plus RB, which is for star connection, and from delta connection it will come, which is equal to, that is R3 whole into R1 plus R2 divided by R3 plus R1 plus R2. Similarly, when we are considering our terminals B and C, we can write here, that is RB plus RC. Okay, in a similar way I am writing, which will be equal to R1, okay, whole into R2 plus R3, okay, divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Okay, understood? Now if you will consider these three equations, okay, and we have to consider these three equations, and now we are talking about delta to star conversion. Okay, now we are talking about delta to star conversion in this slide. So in your previous slide, okay, we have already calculated three equations as per the equivalent resistance for star and delta. Okay, so we have to consider these three equations, and in this slide what I am telling, you have to subtracting equation 2 from 1 and adding the result to equation 3, will get the following values for R1, R2 and R3. Okay, so here I can write, that is our RA, okay, so RA, RB and RC are what? Okay, that is for delta values, okay, that is for star values, because when it is star connection we have taken R1, R2 and R3, and when it is when it is delta connection we have taken the resistances are R1, R2 and R3, and when we have considered star connection we have taken the resistances as RA, RB and RC. For star connection, we have considered the resistances are RA, RB and RC, and for delta connection we have considered the resistances R1, okay, R2 and R3. Clear? So now what is our aim? So in this slide we are trying to consider the three equations, and when we are subtracting the equation 2 from 1 and adding the result with equation 3, so we are able to find out the values for RA, RB and RC, which is from delta to star conversion I am telling. Okay, that means I am I am expressing the resistance now in form of star values. Okay, that is RA, RB and RC. So as per the calculation we are getting here, that is RA is what? R2 R3 divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Similarly, when I am talking about RB, for RB this will be R3, okay, R1, okay, and divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. Similarly, when I am considering RC, for RC it will be that is R1 into R2, okay, divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3, okay. So this is the conversion for delta to star, okay. So for the remembering of the formula, okay, here I am telling the resistance of each arm of star is given by the product of the resistance of two delta sides that meet at its and divided by the sum of the three delta resistances, okay. Okay, that means the resistances in the numerator, that the resistances, the resistance of the two delta sides that meets its end, and in denominator it will be there, the whole three resistance will be there, okay. So now again in our next slide we are coming for star to delta conversion, okay. So when you are talking about star, in this slide we are able to learn how to convert the delta to star, okay, how to convert the resistance from delta to star, because these are the resistance which is in form of R1, R2 and R3, okay. So when we are finding the star connection resistance in form of delta, then we have to use these formulas, okay. R that is RA is equal to this, and RB is equal to this, and RC is equal to this for delta to star conversion, okay. Similarly, we can tell here about star to delta conversion, okay. So now when we are talking about star to delta conversion, here we have to multiplying equation 1 and 2, 2 and 3, and 3 and 1, okay. That means here what I am doing here, first we are multiplying equation 1 and 2, also then we are multiplying 2 and 3, then after we are multiplying equation 3 and 1, okay, and then adding them together and simplifying, we are able to find the these result. We are able to find these result, and which are telling our resistance R1, R2 and R3, which are the resistances of delta connection, okay. So three resistance we have taken in our delta connection, which is R1, R2 and R3. So now by multiplying equation 1 and 2 and then 2 and 3 and equation then 3 and 1 and adding them, and after simplifying we are able to find out the resistances R1, R2 and R3 in form of the resistances which are coming from star connection, that is RA, RB and RC, okay. So what is R1 after simplifying? That is R1 is what? RA plus RB, then RB plus RC, then RC plus RA divided by RA. Similarly, when it is R2, okay, that is RA RB plus RB plus that is when I am talking about R2, so R2 will be in numerator, that will be RA RB plus RB RC plus RC RA, okay, divided by RB, okay. Similarly, when I am talking about R3, okay, there in numerator it will be RA RB plus RB RC plus RC RA, and in denominator that will be RC. So numerator the terms are same, but based upon the resistance or different resistance we are calculating for delta, so the denominator of the term will be different. It may be RA, RB and or RC. So For the remembering, I can tell the equivalent delta resistance between any 2 points is given by the product of the resistances taken 2 at a time, okay, and then by the opposite resistance, so we have to tell, okay, in the denominator. So now I think you are very clear how you are calculating or how you are transforming the star connection to delta. When it is star connection, how we are transforming the star form to delta, and when it is delta, how we are transforming from delta to star. Okay, we are so very easily we are able to transform the mathematical models. Okay, from delta to star and star to delta. Okay, now coming for some numericals. Okay, so consider. So this is a numerical. Here we have to talk about find the input resistance of the circuit between the points A and B as per the figure A. Okay, so we have to consider this figure. Okay, and we have to find the input resistance of the circuit between the points A and B. Okay. So now coming for the solution. Okay, see this figure. See this figure. We have to take this figure and we have to find out the resistance between A and B terminal. This is our terminal A and terminal B. We have to find out the resistance between R or resistance between terminal A and B. Okay. So when we are going to calculate the equivalent resistance here. Okay. So we can consider this part of the circuit, that is CDE. We can consider this part, okay, because this CD is nothing but this is a delta connected. Okay, see this and this. Okay, this. So this is how this similar to delta connection. So we can consider this part and we can convert this delta part as star, equivalent star. Okay. So consider the circuit here, okay, CDE, and convert it into delta form to star. Okay, so when we are converting this delta form to star, okay, so what will happen? What will happen? Here our RCS according to the formula you have to convert. So your RCS will be what? 8 into 4 by 18. Again I am telling here. So when I am finding the equivalent resistance of delta to star, okay, so in star form, then what will be the resistance? RCS will be what? That is 8 into 4. Okay, this 8 into 4 divided by what? 9. Not 9, this is 18. Okay, because 8 plus 4 plus 6, what is the value? 8 plus 4, 12 plus 6, 18. This is not 9, this is 18. So RCS will be 8 into 4 divided by 18. So what will the value? That will be 16 by 9 ohm. Similarly, when I am calculating RES, okay, when I am calculating RES will be what? 8 into 6 divided by what? 18. So what will the value? That will be 24 by 9 ohm. Similarly, when we are calculating RDS, so it will be what? That will be the multiplication of 6 and 4 divided by the whole. So 6 into 4 divided by 18. So what is the value now? What is the value now? That will be 12 by 9 ohm. Okay. So now we are getting that RCS is coming as 16.9 ohm. Then RES is coming as 24 by 9 ohm. And RDS is coming as 12 by 9 ohm. So now I can modify this figure into this form. Okay. As per figure B, we can modify figure A in form of figure B after transforming the delta, that is CDE, that is transforming the delta to the equivalent star form. Okay, star connection form. So now this is the connection. So this will be similar to this. Then we have written our R star. Here we have joined our star connection. We have replaced the delta in form of star. Okay. Then after these two resistances I have shown, that is our 8 ohm and 4 ohm. So these two resistances will be shown. So in the place of delta we just replaced star connection, and we have written there the equivalent resistances which are transformed from delta to star. Okay. Now we can easily solve the equivalent resistance between terminal A and B. Okay. So what is the thing you have to do now? So when we are trying to solve the equivalent resistance between A and B, so these and series, these two are in series now, and here this element and this element is parallel. So, and obviously when I am considering this part, so these two resistances are in series. So first we have to add these two resistances. Okay. So what is the thing I am doing here? First I have to add 24 by 9 plus 4. Okay. Then I can get this resistance, equivalent resistance. Then this resistance, and here also we have to add this resistance and this resistance, because these two resistances are in series. So after adding we can get equivalent resistance of this series connection, and after adding these two we can get the equivalent resistance of these two. Okay. Then these and these will be in parallel. So you can find out the equivalent resistance from these two parallel paths. Okay. Then after getting these two, the equivalent resistance from this parallel path, then we have to add. Okay. So what is the equivalent resistance between these two parallel paths? That is 35 by 9 ohm. Okay. So that means when I am simplifying this figure now, okay, after getting the equivalent resistance between two parallel paths, so this is 35 by 9 ohm, this is 16 by 9 ohm, and this is 4 ohm. So now I have simplified the circuit. Okay, so this is a series connection now. So I have drawn, after simplifying, I am drawing this circuit. So this is simplified circuit. So here what is the thing I am doing? That is, we have to, when we will write RAB, we have to add these three resistance, that is 4 plus 16 by 9 plus 35 by 9. So what is the thing I have to write here? RAB will be 4 plus 16 by 9 plus 35 by 9. Clear? So when we are adding these three resistances, this is 35 by 9. So when we are adding these three resistance, then RAB will be coming as 87 by 9 ohm. Okay. So now by applying in this network or in this circuit, by applying delta to star conversion method, we are very easily reduce the circuit, and we are able, or you are able to simplify the circuit, and then very easily we can find out the equivalent resistance between the terminal A and B. So similarly, you can come to this figure. Here also calculate the equivalent resistance between terminal A and B as per the network seen here. That is, this is our figure A. Okay, we have to consider our figure A. Okay, and by considering our figure A, we have to find out the equivalent resistance between terminal A and B. Okay,